This meeting is being recorded.
Hi everyone, and welcome to
how
which episode is this, Ryan? Is it 11 or 12?
I don't know. I think maybe 13. I lost count.
Well, if it's 13 and it's depth, then we're definitely doing something right.
All right, so welcome everyone. So tonight we have a very interesting and light and happy and joyful topic. It's about death. Okay, so I said to Sangeeta, like, can we do one topic that is really nasty? Like, we have so many nice topics. I need a nasty topic, and so this is the topic that we are having for tonight. Okay, so.
Well, he did mean nasty, but I'm sorry that I went intense instead.
That's still good. That's still good.
Yeah. I thought this was like the energy of what most people would love to talk about. So
I'm not sure. Like, this is we only have 41 people right now, and usually we have like almost 100. So
no, we have 74 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are we seeing different number? Huh, very interesting.
Am I on a
different number?
Am I on another Zoom?
Yes, Ryan.
Okay, 70 something. All right. My computer is crazy. All right. So what comes up for you when we say death? Everything that is times a gazillion, whatever points of view that you have about death, everywhere that you are going toward death, everywhere that you are avoiding death, everywhere that you judge death, will you please destroy and credit all?
Yes.
And everywhere that you are secretly committed to death, will you please destroy and credit, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, pug and part, all 9 shots, boys and fiance. Okay. Wow, Fena said death it means you meet the God. I'm not sure about that. After I die, I will let you know. So
there's also like this very interesting one on the chat that says that if you die, you'll be young. Isn't it? Since be young class, it's better.
Oh, no,
is that what
because
meant?
I did a class in Jakarta. The
title
of the class
was
Be Young. So,
be young. Oh, okay.
And then actually in that class, I talked a lot about the energy of death, because when you choose death, your body will just give you what you choose, what you ask for. So if you choose death, your body will go toward the direction of death, and then so you start to age miserably. Okay, so I actually talked a lot about death in that class. So I think she meant after that class, it's a lot better. Cool.
You mean you don't feel like dying anymore?
You mean you are committed to your life and living? Oh my God.
Oh no.
That's unbelievable.
That's really bad of you, Ryan.
And we have someone say, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. What? Okay, by the way, that is not the correct statement. Not everyone wants to go to heaven. I don't want to go to heaven. Because if you go to heaven, they don't have good fashion sense. Everyone just wear white and they are very boring.
Also, if I go to heaven, my friends won't be there.
Yes.
So I don't want to go to heaven.
I will meet you in hell.
Yeah. So in case you get an invite from us that we're doing a Let's Talk About It episode from the sky, you know what's happening.
Do we still have Zoom in hell?
Not in heaven, in hell.
So everything that brings up, everywhere that you have decided where you will go after you die, whether it's hell or whether it's heaven or whether it's reincarnation or whether you will be a lost soul, will you please destroy and credit, please? Right, wrong, good and bad, pug and part, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Wow. When I say lost soul, I actually can sense a lot of energy there. So how many of you have bought into the belief that after you die, you will be one of those entities that every access practitioners will clear you? Everyone's like, oh my God, entity is here, true, who are you? Who will be for that? Who will be for that? Who will be for that? Who will be in the future?
And we'll be like, oh, we know this one. I'm sorry, it's not going to work on us.
So everywhere that you have decided where you will go, where you must go, whether it's heaven or hell or reincarnation or be a lost soul. Oh, for some of you, believe you'll be a walk-in. Everything that is, you are going to have to take another body. Will you please destroy and create that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, part and part, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
And everywhere, whatever is coming up for you guys, because Ryan and me are laughing about death, and it's a serious topic, and we're not supposed to laugh about it in this reality. It's something really serious. And especially if you've lost people in your own life, can you please destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and rock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
Okay, I think I have a problem here. I lost the seriousness about death. What's wrong about me?
Is that even the question you should be asking? We've already determined you're wrong. Don't ask what. That'll be another call.
All right, so I'm just making fun of myself. So death is a very serious topic, but for me, I look at it like, yeah, so what? Death is a choice. Okay, so coming to this planet, to planet Earth, that's a choice. Dying is a choice as well. Okay, if you can see dying as a choice, you can choose not to die. Yet. Okay, yet.
Yes. Yes. What if death was just a choice? Everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, can you please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all 9 shots, boys, and beyonds. Everywhere you decided that just because you're born, you have to die. And now everything you're doing in your life is to align and agree with that point of view or resist and react to that. Can you please destroy and uncreate all of that?
Right, wrong, good and bad,
right,
pot, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Awesome. What if death was just a choice?
What if death is just a choice? Nothing wrong about it.
Absolutely.
So how many of you, when you see someone dying, or if you know or perceive that they choose to die, you will react like, oh my God, this is a bad choice. You shouldn't choose that. So if you react, it means you have judgment about death. And if you have judgment about death, if you think it's something bad, it's a wrongness, then you lose that choice. You believe it's something that you cannot control. So everything that brings up everywhere that you believe death is not a choice and you believe death is a wrongness. Everywhere that you let something else or someone else to decide when you will die and how long you will live. Will you please destroy and create it all?
Yes.
Oh, right, wrong, good and bad, part and part, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Also, everywhere you've decided you don't want to live beyond a certain age because you've already decided what that would mean. Can you please destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad,
part, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
So everywhere you've already decided your drop dead date, where you said, I don't want to live beyond 60, or I don't want to live beyond 70, and I don't want to live beyond 80. So your body actually starts creating and preparing for death 20 years before and starts creating a problem in your body. And then you wonder why, what's happening. Everything that is, can we please destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad,
all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
It's very interesting, this conversation about bodies as well, because the body is what dies, the being never dies. But it's so interesting that most of us are always blaming our bodies for giving us exactly what we're asking for. So everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. All right. I think so I kind of sense that we lost some people, like we are going too fast, too far. So
Are we? Guys, please pause us, stop us, ask questions. If you think we're going in a direction that you don't understand, or your brains have got like that, please ask a question.
All right, so death, okay, so let me revise. So death is a choice, but most people don't believe death is a choice. That's why we have, and so many people have so many judgments about death. That's why we have so many insane reaction about death. Okay, so tonight, hopefully, Sangeeta and I, we create more ease for you around this topic. Okay, and
I hope the ease doesn't mean we kill them, right, Ryan? Is that
If I have to,
include?
if I have to.
Okay, guys,
Okay,
then
okay. Let me
please.
tell you what. Let me tell you what. If someone choose to die, wait, what's going on? I need to mute someone. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to set someone else as host. Okay, hold on. Let me give you co-host.
You wanna? Yeah, when you make me co-host, I'll be.
So that I will give Fenna co-host as well, so that she can kill someone. All right.
Okay.
So just now you talk about the drop dead date.
Yeah.
Can you explain more about that?
Yeah, it's like when I was growing up and I watched like how after a certain age, my grandfather like couldn't walk anymore. And then my grandmother also, she got like this, she fell down and she had this hip replacement. And after that, like I really saw her health dwindle and what it did to her as a person as well. And somewhere in my head, I made this thing like, oh no, you know what? I don't want to die. Like, I don't want to be debilitated when I die. So for me, that was the age around 70. So I started saying like, I don't want to live more than 60 years old. Or I started saying, and I remember I also said that I said this so much that I want to die beautiful. And for me, beautiful is young. So that means I want to die young.
Okay.
Right? And the minute you create, when you say something like this, your body is like this little puppy that wants to make you happy all the time. So your body is like, okay, she's asking to die at 60. So I have to start preparing at 40 or 45 for her to actually die at 60. So that is what I meant by drop dead date. Like anywhere where any of you have ever said that I don't want to live beyond a certain age, or that I don't, and it also like, of course, ties up with what you've decided that age means, which means like for me at 70, you tend to lose mobility, you become dependent on people, and that's not something that I want to do. So that becomes your dead date. And you say it once, you've already like put it out there in the universe, and then you keep saying it on different occasions. You're just making it more solid, and your body is like getting that, okay, she really means it. She really wants to die at 70. So let me start preparing now.
And for some people, it's not something so much cognitive decision. So for example, with Sangeeta's example, so it's something that she knows, she said that, she made that decision. But for some other people, you have some other, I have no idea how you made that decision, but it's like you have decided how long you will live, and you don't even remember where and when you make that decision. Okay.
Also, Ryan, sometimes we make that decision because we've decided that changing is more difficult than dying.
Mm-hmm.
And so many times we say things like, I'm dying to get out of this. I'm dying to be this.
Yes.
And that's also one of the ways where we kind of tell our body that we're ready to go, like we're ready to die.
And so I just want to add one more thing about the drop dead date. So for a lot of people, sometimes after they reach certain age, and then suddenly like everything starts to fall apart. So let's say they were happy, they were making money, they have a great success in their life and in their career, have a great marriage, blah, blah, blah. And then after they reach certain age, it's like everything like going downhill, okay? And then no matter what they do, is like it's very hard to have success anymore. In that case, that could be the drop dead date as well. So for all of you, without any judgment, just play with this energy. Ask yourself, so truth, do you have a drop dead date? Wow. For a lot of you, that's a yes.
Okay, guys.
Wow.
Ow, my body hurt.
And for how many of you, you have passed by your drop dead date? It's like, do you know what I mean? It's like, for example, you are supposed to die at, let's say, 30. Okay, not supposed, but you decide you should die at 30. And now you're like 35. And from 30 to 35, that's 5 years of no fun, basically. Okay, so for some people, that happened. So, and then once...
So you mean you don't die, but you start killing life.
Yes.
You start killing your business, you start killing your money, you start killing your body, but you don't die. So
yes.
everything that is, can we please destroy and uncreate it all, please?
Right, wrong, good and bad, pop and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. So how many decisions, judgments, computations, and conclusions do you have? Oh, to kill your sweet body. Everything that is times a gazillion. Will you now please destroy and credit, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, pop and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So someone said,
Wow.
die in 30, bury in 80. Yeah, a
In
lot of people,
80.
they are alive, but let me put it this way, they are wasting oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay, they are wasting resources. Okay, so, but you have a choice. You don't need it to be this way. What if you enjoy your life every moment until like the very last second? Okay, whenever that is. That could be 5 seconds from now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bye-bye. You know, but
so,
what I find very interesting though, Ryan, is recently have had the good fortune of being in programs with a lot of people who are in their 60s and 70s, and right after being introduced to the tools of access, and especially if they've been in a foundation class or they've been in a 2-day class or a 3-day class or on like one of those money workbook programs and stuff, they've all come back, not come back, but they've finished that workshop saying that, oh my God, I didn't know that there was still so much I could do. So this reality actually programs you to believe that after 40, there is only XYZ that's available to you. After 50, only XYZ is available to you. After 60, you should or should not be able to do only certain things. And when I watch these people do those classes, and after their classes, their face just lights up, and they're, you know, so there was this father who was talking to his daughter about, I better make my will, and I better tell you what the passwords of everything is, because you never know with these days, COVID happening and all of that. And his kids live abroad and he lives here in India. And he was like, you should know if anything happens to me, this. And then he just attended a series of these one-off calls, you know, like one of those clarity calls and stuff. And I think it was on creating a phenomenal life or something like that. And he actually, his daughter actually wrote a testimonial on Facebook saying that the whole conversation changed to what else I can create with my business, with my life, and what are you creating with your life, and how much more can we create together. And then the whole conversation about the will and about the money and about the passwords just went away. So how does it get any better than this, and what else is truly possible? Just an invitation that when we get over our point of views about death and dying, you can actually start living and creating and generating, which is what life is, I mean, living is about. And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive and have that, can we please destroy and create all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, bad and rock, all 9 shots, boys and girls. Cool.
okay. So, we have a few questions here. And wait, who is this? Let me mute this Galaxy S10. Okay, so, all right, I have a good question here. So Ellen said, I don't understand. How come death become a choice? Can you choose to live forever? Like how?
Can you? Okay, I have an exercise for everybody. Can we do that? So everywhere you've decided what death is and when you should die and when is the right time to die, and that death is imperative and it is a final destination. Can you please first destroy and uncreate all of that, you guys? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Now just tap into your body and connect with your body and just ask your body, hey body, how long would you like to live? 50 more years? 100 more years? 150 more years? What do you guys get?
And tell your mind to shut up. This is not a question that you answer with your mind.
Exactly. So get to your head. What I like to do when I can't get out of my mind is actually put my focus on my genitals. If you just go down to your vaginas and penises right now, and you actually put your attention there and say hello to those beautiful things, part of your body, right? So just say hi and then ask, okay, truth, how long would you like to live? Do you want to die now, in 50 years, in 100 years, in 200 years, and see what you get. You can put it in the chat. And we'll know. Someone said 160. Someone said 200. So, someone said forever. Awesome. Okay, so we know that it's not the being. The being never dies. It's the body. And if you would allow your body to have the choice, then how long would your body really like to live? And everything that doesn't allow you to have that, can we please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
So, someone said 1 million years. I don't think so, but go with whatever you are aware of. Now, I want to point out a few things. There's one person that says 70-year-old, and then one that say like 80 more or something like that. Whenever I read that, there is a sense of contraction, like, that's not true, okay? It's not true. If you say that and if you feel heavy, it's not true. But of course, most people have difficulty understanding this. Most of you, you're like, no, this is not possible. I see everyone die around certain age, okay? So, and this is actually kind of cultural dependence. In some culture, people live like very long. In some culture, people live like, I don't know, maybe 60-year-old or 70-year-old or what. So let's say I'm from Malaysia. In Malaysia, I would say most people, they die around 70, 80, okay? Now, if I have decided that's the normal length of life, if I'm now 69, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm dying soon. I'm reaching 70, okay? So now let me ask you this question and see what's the first answer that pops up. So, how long do you think a body can live? Everything that is times a gazillion. So this is now your point of view, okay? Will you now please destroy and create that? Right, wrong, good and bad,
Yes.
pug and pot, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. How long do you think a body can live? And when do you think a body should die? When do you think a body should die? Like 80, 88, 88.5, right, okay. So,
also, like, what have you decided must occur before your body dies? Like, you will become old, you will not be able to walk, you lose all your hair, your teeth, your eyesight, and all those things. You might not be able to do all the things that you can do now. Can you please destroy and uncreate all of that, please?
right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, so this is actually what we call the reference point, okay? So you have a reference point of what is the normal length of life and what is the norm and how long you should live. You have it maybe like when you were 2-year-old, maybe you already made that decision. Okay, so in this case, you probably don't know you have that decision made in your past. So you are moving toward that direction, toward death at certain age, and you think that is right. Okay, so that's why I said, how many decisions, judgments, computations, and conclusions do you have that are killing your body? Everything that is times a gazillion will now destroy and create it, please. Right, wrong, good and bad, pub and pot, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Aging is also just a point of view. And we very rightly have the aging toaster as part of the bars to get rid of all your point of views about age and aging. And what do you know, Ira? Is it possible to actually just choose death without aging and olding?
I think yes, it's choice.
Right. So
no, wait. Let me be a bad cop here. Let me be a bad cop. When it's Ira, I will be the bad cop.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready.
oh my God, she's so sweet. I love the way she receives. She's like so ready. Like, I'm
She's like,
shoot,
kill me.
kill me. I don't care as long as I'm free.
Okay, so you said you know it's a choice, but do you truly believe you have that choice?
If I don't buy into this reality point of view, yes, but I still buy it.
Well, I didn't ask you that long answer. It's only a yes or no.
I'm giving you what I think. I know that's not what you're asking.
I don't need a good assess answer. Okay.
Actually, this is a great example of where once we learn the tools of access, we try to give what we think is the right access answer instead of actually following the energy and saying whatever is light for us in that moment, or like saying what is really going on. Because once you actually just acknowledge what's really going on, you can change it. So if you didn't have to give us the right answer and you didn't have to give us an access answer, for everyone who's watching here, do you genuinely know that you can choose to die without aging and olding? Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
And awareness
Yes.
is extremely quick.
Yes, I got a yes.
If you got a yes, then would you claim, own, and acknowledge what you know instead of waiting for Ryan and me to validate that? And
Exactly.
everything that doesn't allow that, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And if you got a no, it's just a point of view. Can you change it? Who does that belong to? Would you like to return it to sender? And would you like to just destroy and uncreate everywhere you've made that real and true and valuable in your life? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And now I've been too nice, and I can feel the daggers from the bad cop. So I'm just going to give the mic back to the bad cop.
Well,
Manipulation 101.
if you really have choice, it's easy for you. But if you say it with that intensity, you are, it's like you want it to be a choice. Okay, if you want it to be a choice, you still don't have it as a choice. Okay, so
Can you say that again, Ryan, please?
If you want it as a choice. Okay, so let's not talk about aging and olding for now. Let's talk about death. So all of you, truth, do you truly have death and as a choice? Yes or no?
No.
So yeah, you see, most of you are like, oh wow,
Yes.
that is like I feel like I want to say yes because that's the correct assess answer, but it's like I cannot have it as a real choice. Okay, so it will be the same with aging and olding. So it's now it's like you have bought into so many points of view from this reality to make something that should be a choice no longer a choice. Everything that brings up times a gazillion, what have you bought from this reality to make what should be a choice to be not a choice? Everything that is times a gazillion. We'll now destroy and create it, please. Whew. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what have you bought from this reality, and what points of view do you have to make what should be a choice to be not a choice? Everything that is times a gazillion. Will now please destroy and create it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
And everywhere we use death as this no choice to distract us from what we could truly generate and create in our life. Can we please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere we're using this no choice with death to distract us from actually living. Can we please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So if you've already decided you will die, how many of your choices then is based on the fact that you're going to die? So then how much do you then try to live right instead of create a phenomenal life? Everything that is, would you be willing to revoke, destroy, and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Okay, and Rohini is asking, how do we make it as a choice? Guess what? If you ask how, you don't have it as well. Okay, and it's not a how. Okay, if you have it as a choice, you have it as a choice. if you don't have it as a choice, well, let me ask you this way. How did you make it not a choice? So
I love that question. How did you make it not a choice?
I think this question applies to everything in your life that you feel like you cannot choose. Okay,
Yeah,
it's like,
absolutely.
how did you make it not a choice? Okay.
Wow,
So,
that's really great, Ryan. Actually, for everyone here on the call, I mean, go beyond living and dying and look at all the areas in your life that you're killing because you've decided you don't have a choice there. And just ask yourself, where am I making this not a choice? Everything that is, would you be willing to revoke, destroy, and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Fuck, it just lightened up my entire body. So thank you so much for that, Mr. Ryan T. I love it when the bad cop comes out.
I'll be as bad as you all need me to be. So, and maybe with a bit of wine that will make me like be a true bad cop. All right, so we have something very interesting here. We think that death is a God decision. Oh my God. All right, I will be God now, so I will curse you to have a long life. Okay, done. Next question.
Oh, everywhere you're not willing to look at Ryan as a god, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you're not willing to receive his curses and his blessings. Can you please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. This is so interesting.
And everywhere that you feel offended with that joke that I'm a god, will you please destroy and create that as well? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. I actually can feel a little bit of that. I don't know from who. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, the interesting thing is all of us are gods. And everywhere you're not willing to perceive, know, be, and receive that you are the God of your life. Can you please destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. If you're the creator of your life, if you create everything in your life, that is the definition of God.
So
And
are you willing
curse
to be,
yourself
are you willing
and
to be
you
the
bless
God of your
yourself.
own life?
Everywhere you're not willing to be the God of your life, can you please destroy and uncreate all of that?
Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyond. So imagine this, if you are willing to be the God of your own life, how powerful do you have to be? What that seemed unchangeable can now be changed.
Yes.
So what energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracle, mysteries, and possibilities can your body and you be to be the God of, no, to be the true God of your own very life? That you,
everything that doesn't allow
yeah, with
that.
total ease. Everything that doesn't allow that times a godzillion, will now please destroy and create it all.
And you know, with this right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And also what I'd like to, like, if it's okay for me to like divert a little bit, actually it's connected, but it's still a little bit of a diversion from death. But I do want to talk about where you make, when you make death a choice or a no choice. The question to ask is, are you really being the one that's choosing, or are you waiting to be chosen, even if it is waiting to be chosen to die? That's where you're not willing to be the God in your life. That I know we've had. I'm having a book club actually with distractor implants, and I know that I had this whole conversation about being the chosen one or being the choosing one in that call. And really, it also ties in with, where are you waiting for God to choose that it's your time to die, instead of choosing that, okay, you know what, I choose to live or I choose to die because I know that it creates greater. Everywhere you're not willing to have that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Whew. Okay, so, well, again, so what energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracle, mysteries, and possibilities can your body and you be to be the true God of your own very life with total ease for all eternity? Everything that doesn't allow that times a godzillion will now please destroy and create it all. That's going to make you very powerful. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Whew.
So everywhere you've bought into this reality's point of view, or what you call collective consciousness point of view, or everywhere you bought into your cultural point of view, that around 65, 70, 75, 80, you will die. Can we please destroy and uncreate all of that, please? Revoke, destroy, uncreate, and return it all to sender, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
Yeah, so someone said there's a collective consciousness. I don't call it collective consciousness. I call it collective stupidity or collective unconsciousness. Okay.
Yes, it's a collective unconsciousness. So everything that is, can we please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine shots. If you laugh, it's light, okay? And all of you who are covering your mouth and laughing, please know that it's light, it's true. So all the collective unconsciousness you are using to create the death that you are choosing, can we please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shots, boys and beyond. And very interesting, Ryan, today we were having a conversation in one of the classes as well about how what creates dying in our body is when we don't do enough of what gives us joy. Whenever you're not choosing that gives you joy, you actually kill your body. Everything that is, could you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right,
Wrong, good and bad, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And so let me share something with you. So I was working with someone this afternoon, someone that was choosing death. Okay, so she was killing her body. The body actually could live longer. The body desired to live longer, but she had so many points of view. Like I want to, like life is not fun, so I rather die. Blah 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 blah. So. So this is the claim that I gave you all just now, like what points of view or what belief did you buy from this reality to make what is supposedly a choice, what should be a choice, not a choice. Okay, so run that. And then I also gave her a clearing that it's exactly what Sangeeta talked about. Like you have to do what is joyful for you. Okay, choose what's joyful for you. So you make your life worth living. So the clearing that I gave her, it was something like this. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracle, mysteries, and possibilities can your body and you be to destroy and eliminate everything that stops you from having a joyful living? Everything that doesn't allow that times a gazillion will now please destroy and create it all. Yes. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Woo. Wow.
And also if
you run the clearing about being the god of your own life and also to eliminate
this,
and
destroy, the joy of
everything that stops you from having a joyful living.
No, Ryan, no, too much fun. Too much fun. No.
That would be very, very, I don't know. I don't have words to describe.
Indefinite living, limitless, indefinite joy and limitless living. Everything that doesn't allow you to have that, can you please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And for all of you who, like Rohini just said, that death has been coming a lot in her awareness or in her life right now, please know, guys, that there are a lot of people right now who are choosing to leave the planet, who are choosing to die, who are choosing to get COVID or fall ill or just die. Okay? So, and there is a great fear because we've already decided that COVID is what is creating the deaths. So you are just very, very aware of everything that is happening. Your body is extremely aware. So right now, I cannot get tired of saying this, and I know that Dr. David is going to laugh at me, but who the fuck does it belong to is really your best friend for every thought, feeling, and emotion that shows up. Everything that doesn't allow you to use the tools to your advantage, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Please know that 99.999% of the time, all thoughts, feelings, emotions, point of views that show up are not yours. So please ask another question. Please do who does it belong to. Please return it to sender. Okay? Cool. You know, Ryan, before we go on, there are also a lot of questions in the chat about how their body parts are hurting, how they're not being able to breathe. And again, I'm going to say that for all of that, please ask who does it belong to, and also ask what awareness is your body giving you. Just because you have a pain and you chose to be on this call, it doesn't mean you're dying, okay? Everywhere you've decided that you're on this call because you're dying, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And all of you who've chosen to die, Ryan and me are very happy to contribute to you. No extra charges. So if you really want to die, you can just drop in like your name and like yes to death, and we'll do whatever we can, the best we can.
If Sankita doesn't kill you, I will. Or if I don't kill you, Sankita will. Whichever, I have no idea. Whichever first.
But you know, that's a damn cool thing about like this whole thing about death coming in your universe. Like, how much capacity do you also have? Where are you aware of people really choosing to die? And what if you have a capacity to contribute to that? Everywhere you've decided that death is wrong, and if you have a capacity to contribute to that, you are definitely wrong. Can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. If something comes up in your awareness, mostly it's because, of course, it's an awareness, but mostly it's also because you have the capacity to do something about it. And sometimes it looks like contributing to those that are dying and saying, okay, you know what, let me make it easier for you. Let me run a process, or maybe do a contribution, or give you the permission to die.
I will send you to hell. Okay. That's what that's what Sankita means.
Absolutely. You know I'm being the good cop, right? So I can't say those words, but thank you for putting the words to my energy.
Oh, you want to die? I will send you to hell. Run the process. All right. So I think I need to explain something. Okay. So life and living, they are two different things. So a lot of people, you have a life, but are you truly living? Living is the action that you take. It's a continuous action and movement. So it's a very generative energy. Okay. So, and just now someone said like you are dead at, let's say, 30-year-old, and then you only got buried at 80. Okay. So a lot of people, they have a life, but they are not living now.
Everything that is.
Okay.
Can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Now, let's say if you think about people around you, let's say your friends, the 10 friends that you usually meet, okay? Maybe your best friends, or maybe your neighbors, or whoever, okay? So let's say the 10 people that you most likely to meet every day, okay? Or regularly. Now, look at their energy. How many of them are truly alive? From the 10 of them, like how many of them are truly alive? Or are they only having a life and they are waiting to die? So, and you can sense that most people, they don't really have that strong desire to create their life to be alive. So they only have a life that they have no idea what to do with their own life. And maybe they blame their life, they blame the whole world, they hate the whole world, and then they are just waiting to die. And so for a lot of us, because of you are so aware, you perceive a lot of what I will call this a death wish. Okay, you perceive this in everyone's world. So you feel like, I don't want to live, blah, 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 blah. So this is where you have to ask, who does that belong to? Okay, it belongs to not one person, like a whole lot of people. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, how many people do we know? This energy, it really translates as, now we are here. We might as well make the best of it. Might as well do what is considered right in this reality. You know, get a good education, get a good job, have those good children, settle those good children, have a good retirement plan, and then die. So everywhere you are so aware of that. And the reason that you are aware of it is because you know that there is something else possible that people are not choosing. And that is why you get conflicted about it. That is why it brings up all this energy in you, because you're like, but I know something else is possible, because you're humanoid. You know that a phenomenal life is possible, but you don't have too many people to look up to that have chosen that. So even if you don't have anyone else around you that has chosen that, would you be willing to be the anomaly? And would you be willing to be the first one? Would you be willing to be the leader that chooses that phenomenal life? And everything that doesn't allow that, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, Wrong, Good, Bad, Papa, 9 Shots, Boys, and Beyonds.
And someone is saying a lot of people are dead inside my IPOF, my interesting point of view. Please know that is not your interesting point of view. That is your awareness. That is really your awareness, okay?
Absolutely.
So you see, because it's not a nice awareness, it's not a positive awareness. So when you're aware of that, you feel like you are judging them. So you think, oh my God, I shouldn't have this. So it's my IPOF, it's my IPOF. Interesting point of view, I have that point of view. No, it's correct. You have that awareness of a lot of people, they are not desiring to live, but why are they still alive? Because they have so many judgments about death, so they are avoiding death. So do you see how insane this is? They are avoiding death and they are not choosing to live. So they are like stuck in between.
Absolutely.
Everything that brings up, everywhere that you are stuck in between. You cannot be alive and you are avoiding dying.
Not choosing.
Will you please destroy and create that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And someone said, keep pouring, Ryan. So just now I was pouring my champagne.
I know, we could hear it. We could hear it.
It's done, it's finished. Oops, let me show you. It's finished.
Awesome.
So
well, yeah. Everything that brought up or led down in your universe, can you please destroy and uncreate all of that, please?
Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
No, there's an awesome question by Ira on the group, and I've personally also had cases where I've had to deal with this, where the person is choosing to die, but the family is holding on to. I find that running exit stage left on the family really helps. So you run exit stage left on the person. It's a body process. For those of you who don't know this body process, it's a body process in Access that when you run it on the person, it gives them the awareness that death is just a choice, and they can then, when you run this process, choose either to die or to live. And it is still their choice. So it's not something we're doing to kill them. Having said that, Brian and me would love to kill, but it's not something that we use to kill people. It is something that we instill to them the awareness that they have a choice, and then they choose whether they want to live or they want to die. And I find that running it on the family as well really, really works. Because then they also get the awareness that death and dying and living is just a choice. Okay? And anyway, it is between the being and you, like when you run that process on them, they can actually choose to also let go. If you will run like oaths and vows with the family, they can be relieved. Okay?
And by the way, the process that we are talking about is the exit stage left that I think you all learned during in your bars class.
Yes, absolutely. It's in the bars class. It is given so that you can have a different reality with depth too. That's why it's been added to the bars class. It wasn't there when I learned it. It wasn't, I'm sure it wasn't there when you learned it, right, Ryan? It was always in the foundation earlier.
Yeah, it was in the foundation class.
Yeah. Now it's been put into the bars class. Cool. So that you can have a different reality.
Okay, so someone said it's an awesome process. How does one run it on the family? Why not?
You just think about the family and you just run it on the whole family. It doesn't matter. You can do it from a distance. That's the beauty about this process. You don't have to take permission. It's about connecting to the being and then just running it on the being.
Please know, if you run it for someone and they die, it's not your fault. You didn't kill anyone. You facilitate.
Actually, no, it is. You should open a champagne or a wine and drink, either in celebration or in sadness, but the go-to is always drink. I'm just joking. Please don't take it as a disclaimer. Everything that brought up, let's destroy and create it all right, wrong, with that, all 9 shots, boys and girls. Cool. Ira had a question. Can she unmute and ask, Ryan?
Sure. And then I can yell at her. That would be fun.
I love it. I was hoping you'd say that.
And for the rest of you, please don't worry. I don't simply yell at people, okay? So
I know I'm the target.
He does scream at people, guys. He does.
Occasionally.
Which is most of the time.
All right, Ira, what's your question?
Actually, there was my question. Can you run it long distance? Because they, like in this reality, not only the family, but the medical community, like the hospital, doesn't allow people to die because they want to prolong these people's life, because death is a wrongness and it's a failure of the medical or the doctor. So that also not the family only, but it's the medical.
So you have already decided those things are more powerful than the person's choice. Okay, I have, well, should I say I've killed a lot of people? No, that's not correct. So I've run this for quite many people. You know, sometimes my friend would call me, like for example, many years ago, one of my friends, she called me and then she said, my father is so sick now. He has been sick for 4 months and blah, blah, blah. What can I do? I said, acid stage left. And I ran it on him, like instantly. Okay, it was just a clearing. And the next morning, I think it was like 5 a.m. And then she texted me like, my father passed away peacefully. So her father was sick and has been dragging and suffering. So it's not just dragging, but actually suffering for like 4 months. This is not a coincidence. I ran that clearing and then he passed away the next morning. Okay, so you can do it. And then if that person chooses to recover, they will. So it doesn't mean they will die, okay? A lot of them, if they truly choose to die, they will pass away like very quickly and usually easily. And if they choose to recover, they will. If they choose to stay alive, they will recover magically. Even doctor cannot understand. Doctor cannot explain that. Okay.
So I have a
So
case
don't buy into those point of view that those medical devices or whatever are keeping them alive. They have a choice.
Because I know this person, because I know this person has been telling me and telling other people that I want to die, right? So I thought he really wanted to die. And then he has been sick and he almost died. And then his family put him in the hospital and rescue him. And then now he lives as a vegetable, basically a vegetable, like a zombie. So I was wondering whether he's truly choosing to die or not.
Well, it's not. You go.
Sorry. Can I just say something to Ira though? And this is for Ira specifically. So if you guys don't know this tool or this conversation doesn't apply to you, please just ignore it. Ira, have you checked in for entities that are holding onto the body? Because it's not necessarily only the family. It could also be entities holding onto his body and not letting the body die, because a dead body is of no use to entities. So clearing entities in this condition also allows the body to then die. So you must check on that as well. I mean, you could choose to check on it. Like,
I will. Okay, thanks, Sangeeta.
But Ryan, you did have some more information around that.
I just want to say you can run that process for that guy. Whatever he chooses, it's up to him. It's not up to you. Okay. Trust that he has choice. If you really would like to help that guy or whatever, do the process with no point of view, with no expectation. Okay, and then he will choose. And a lot of people, they will say they want to die, but actually they don't. And some people, and especially those that keep saying they want to die, sometimes they don't. Die. If they want to die, they die. They don't just talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. That's true.
And
how much do? Oh wow! I have to ask this question. I'm really sorry, Vinda, for talking over Ryan. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm not sorry about talking over you.
I know. This is
popping. So I'm going to just ask, how many of you know people, or how many of you use death as a way to control people? Everything that is, could you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Cool. That's all I wanted to say. Back to you.
I forgot what I want to say now. You shouldn't interrupt me. No, I now remember. So many years ago, I was working on one cancer patient, and then she was saying to me like, I want to live, save me. And I ran acid stage left for her, and then she died like in the next few days. And then that made me realize she actually desired to die. But she actually desired to die, but she pretend like, I want to live. Okay.
So everywhere living is the right choice and death is the wrong choice in this reality. Can we please destroy and uncreate it all? And anywhere we have also that point of view that living is the right choice and dying is the wrong choice. Can we please destroy and uncreate all of that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What if it's not right or wrong? It's just a choice.
So don't just buy into what people say with their mouth. Okay, most people, as soon as they open their mouth, they are lying. Okay, just like all of you. No, talking about that. Okay, most people, as soon as they open their mouth, they are lying. Okay, so sense the energy. Look at their energy with no expectation. Like, okay, truth. Does this person desire to live, or this person desire to die? And you will know. And always trust your awareness. Okay, most of us, when you sense someone desire to die, you refuse that awareness, or you react and try to keep that person alive. And this is not the best choice for you and your body. Okay.
It's not also honoring of the other person that is choosing, because you're telling them in effect that their choice is wrong.
So
but if you just give,
that's my dad. Keep telling he'd rather die, but he lives like, and he's still alive. Okay, so.
So everything that is, can we please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, but fuck, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Also, guys, like, please know, like, I know I just read Selvi say that his life is so good. It's good from your point of view. You have no idea what's going on in their head unless you put your barriers down and you're asked to perceive it. Like, I know that when I was going through like this massive depression earlier on in my life before I found access, the one thing that irritated me the most was when people came up to me and told me, what is wrong with you? You've got such a good life. Who the fuck are you to be depressed when you have such a good life? You're not thankful. Okay, so you don't get to decide whether someone has a good life or not. You have no idea what they are choosing and why they're choosing and what's going on in their life. The one thing that we can be is completely interesting point of view and have like total space for them. And then they themselves can look at, do I have enough to be thankful for? Would I like to choose something better? Or would I really like to die? And in both the cases, the gift that you can be is just interesting point of view and honor that choice. And if you would ask, like, what contribution can I be for this person? Then you'd be willing to also contribute to if they're choosing death or if they're choosing life, either ways, with no point of view. Like Ryan said, don't have like what the projected result has to be, because that's still right and wrong. Like, if they live, then I'm right. If they die, it's wrong. All of that can we please destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and girls. The greatest gift you can give to someone who's choosing death is interesting point of view, that it's okay. Either ways, it's just a choice. Nothing right or wrong about it.
And what if you contribute to those who desire to die? I mean, when I say contribute, it's like, yeah, if you choose die, I'm not judging you, and please don't judge yourself. It's just a choice. And it gives them ease. And because of you're not judging them, it takes away their resistance. So they have nothing to fight against, and they might even choose to live. Okay.
Absolutely. And it is so much more than just this lifetime. When you give them the space of interesting point of view and you give them choice, you're actually giving them the ease of choice and the ease of space that carries on to whatever they choose next beyond this lifetime. It's a total gift. And everywhere, everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive the magnanimity of that and the space of that, can you please destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, God and God, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere we hold on to people because of selfish reasons, because we've decided that if they're not around, we'll miss them or we'll miss their body, or instead of like honoring their choice, can we please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, God and God, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Let me tell you what, let them die, and if you come to attend, talk to the entities, you can talk to them, you can keep talking to them.
Either ways, you just have to contact Ryan and me. You want to kill them, contact us. You want to talk to them after death, you want to contact us. You want to feel good after killing somebody, contact us. If you're feeling bad after killing somebody, contact us.
We are your one-stop solution.
Absolutely.
And oh, by the way, we have an upcoming Talk to Entities class.
Yes.
It's happening next week. It's on 21st to 23rd and 28th to 31st. So it's 7 parts online with me and Sangeeta, with the terrible Sangeeta. Okay.
Absolutely. And I love it that you're calling me terrible. At least like I'm getting somewhere, I feel. Also, guys, it's going to be a 90-minute call for each call. So that's 1.5 hours every day, 21st to the 23rd and 28th to the 31st. And we have the gorgeous Fena here that you can reach out to. And for people in India, you can reach out to Priya or to me and you can sign up. We already have a great group going and I'm really, really looking forward to this class. And besides this class, we have another class, right, Ryan? We have another class that's
we have
happening.
Another class that we keep postponing the date.
For whatever reason, I think maybe this call was required to announce that class. We have a class called Waking Up from Your Stories and Lies. It's about going beyond all the stories and all the lies you're using to limit yourselves. And that is occurring as of now on the 3rd and the 5th of August. And we will have the details out very soon. And again, you can contact Fena or Priya or me for India and Fena for anywhere else in the world that you are. And, or I don't know if Ryan is reachable. I don't know if I can see, yeah. And Ryan.
I'm reachable when I'm reachable. I'm not reachable when I'm not reachable.
So let us know if you're interested and you can hop onto our call.
All right, well, and actually I still have something else to tell you.
Add to the death conversation, yeah.
Yes, let's come back to the death conversation. So how many of you are keeping those who desire to die alive with your body? How many of you are using your body to keep those people alive? Is this a contribution to your body? Is this kind to you and your body? Everything there is times a gazillion. We'll now please destroy and create all of that. Right,
oh my God, can I?
Online shots, boys and beyond.
So how many bodies are you keeping alive at the expense of your body? Everything that is, could you please revoke, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. How many bodies are you keeping alive while killing your own body? Because they don't want to live. Everything that is, oh my God, I just became the bad cop. Everything that is, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad. You should have more champagne, Ryan. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Well, I think Imelda was like shouting, what? Okay, so she typed what in all capital letters, like what? Okay, and
so Helen is asking like, how does that happen? Can you explain that?
Yeah,
so
she said, I don't get it.
Yeah. Do you wanna take that, Ryan?
No, you take it. You take.
Okay. So our bodies are natural healers. We are all natural. We are naturally healing, and when we try to keep people alive, we use our entire body to keep them alive. And that is a lot of energy, giving people something that they don't really require. So it always backfires on us. Then we pull out the death into our body and it starts killing our body. Every time you give someone something that they cannot receive, you become the effect of it. So one great question to play with is, who or what am I facilitating with my body today? Everything that is, I now destroy and uncreate it all. Can they receive it? If it's a no, can you please destroy and uncreate it all and not do it? And if you sense that they can, for sure. Like, what else is possible? How does it get any better than this? Amp it up. But most of the time, people who want to die don't want to live, and you want them to live. You're giving them something that they don't desire necessarily, and then that energy, is like, it fires at you backfires at you. So everything that is, could you please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And if you have anything else to add to it, Ryan.
Nothing much. Just in short, to summarize, let them die. 3 words, let them die.
And it's also a great place for you to look at, like, how many point of views do you have about death? When someone is choosing death around you, how many point of views come up for you? Maybe you want to look at that and clear that. What if you can get to a place where death is just an interesting point of view and just an interesting choice? Everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? And just for like 30 seconds, can you perceive a world where we honored people for their choices, including their choice to die?
What if you can contribute to them to die with ease? So it's their choice. So you contribute to them, but they don't have to suffer and die. They can die with ease. What if you actually have capacity in this area?
Yeah.
So everything that doesn't allow you to claim, own, and acknowledge you have capacity in this area and use it, will you please destroy and create that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
Also, I find, and I think it's a great, I mean, I know we are up the hour, but it's a great question to end the class in is, like, what joy are you not choosing that is actually creating the depth you are not choosing? Everything that is, could you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. If you would choose what is joyful for you and for your body, you will create more living than dying. So what are you not asking for? And what are you not, what energies do you not allow your body to receive that actually kills it? Everything that is, could you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What does your body require and desire that if you would allow it to have that, to receive that, would create the indefinite living you could be choosing? Everything that doesn't allow that, could you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
I know that this is hard for some of you to receive this information because we have so many points of view, so many judgments about death. So my suggestion for you is talk about all your points of view, all your judgments, and all your reaction to death, so that you can actually have awareness who choose to live and who choose to die. And as I said, those who choose to die, if you can contribute to them to die with ease, this is a huge contribution to them. This is not unkindness. A lot of you think that keeping someone alive is kindness. No, if you keep someone that want to die, force them to be alive, and they are not happy at all, this is serious unkindness. So be kind to them, let them die. Okay, so post it on your Facebook, hashtag let them die.
Yeah, and if I can add to this, kindness, the definition of kindness is giving people what they can receive, what they are asking for. That's kindness.
And if you sense the energy of when I say let them die, it's not like I kill them. It's not like, yeah, this is your choice. I know this is your choice. I acknowledge this is your choice. What can I contribute to you? Yeah, die. Okay, so you can let someone die, and that create more ease for them and maybe for your body as well, if you have been using your body to keep them alive. All right.
Oh my God, I think this conversation can deserve a part 2, but I do invite you guys to talk to the entities, because there's also some part of it that gets covered in the talk to the entities, because there's so much about the killing capacity, and there's so much more about also using that same capacity to kill not just bodies, but also limitations in people. And I know this conversation can go like so many places. So if you guys will request, maybe we can do a part 2, or we see you in the Talk to the Entities class and we can have more clarity
And
as well.
so maybe the last question for you is, Truth, do you have capacity in this area about life and death? And Talk to the Entities might be a place for you to discover a lot more about that. And you have more ease with people around you dying or staying alive. And of course, yourself.
Absolutely. So awesome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I really personally want to thank my bad cop, Ryan. This was one amazing call. I didn't know where we were going to go, but I think we touched a lot of different places, and it like brought up so much in people's world. So if we put you in question, I think we've succeeded. And thank you, Vinda, for still still staying alive while translating us.
She's shaking her head. She's like, no, I'm about to kill you.
Are you going to clear us, or is she going to kill us? It depends, right?
All right.
So, yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Ryan, once again. I mean, I totally enjoy my calls with you. So let's do another one really soon.
And then I will give you the same question. What's the nastiest topic that we can come up with? I need
Sure,
a really nasty topic.
Maybe we can ask everybody to send us some suggestions too. What are the nasty topics that you would like to deal with or handle? Please send Ryan or me a message or Fenna, and we can maybe do something that you guys desire. Be nice.
We're gonna talk about something nasty next time. All right. So thank you,
Babe,
everyone.
I know that sex is nasty. So if you want to talk about it, I'm on next week.
That's not nasty. That is dirty.
Trust me, the sex I'm talking about is pretty nasty.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, guys, good night on that note. Please have a great
Thank you,
night,
everyone.
and we'll see you guys somewhere. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.
Ryan. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Ryan.
Bye.
Thank you.